Part 11. We are going to continue with graphs in practical situations. You will find this on page 151 in the Namibia Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, y equals mx plus c to 6's. Let's look at example 15. The conversion rate between euros and dollars was 1 euro equals $1.07. Complete the table. That value, that value. Draw a graph using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit on each axis with both axes numbered from 0 to 10. How many euros were equivalent to $8? How many euros were equivalent to $400? Okay, let's start with the table. How did I get that two values? Now, can you still remember the method of direct proportion? If you cannot remember it, go back to chapter 1 and look at the video to remind yourself of direct proportion. But let me show you. I take that 1 euro, that statement, equals $1.07. Now I have 5 euros and I want to know how many dollars. Now I'm going to do it like this. I make it a fraction, a fraction. This fraction is equal to this fraction. So what do? I can cross multiply. Now if I cross multiply, 1 times x is x, and it will be 5 times 1.07, and that will give me an answer of 5.35, and that will be $5.35. Exactly the same with the next one. I start with the statement 1 euro equals $1.07. Then I go and I write it's 9 euros, so fill in the 9, make that x. That's the euro. Okay, there's my fraction. What do? I cross multiply. So if I work out, so 1 times x is x, and that's 9 times 1.07, and that will give me 9.63, and that will be underneath the dollar, so that will be dollar. Okay, now draw a graph using this scale. Now I'm going to plot this 3 points. So I'm just going to make it bigger that you can see. So if I plot the first point, that's 0, 0, there it will be. The next point will be 5. So I draw a straight line 5 and I go 5.35. Now look at this scale. This is 1 and there's 5 blocks. Let's just make space. Okay, so 1 divide 5, that will be 0.2. So every small block will be 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and then 1. So if I want to plot that one, then it's 5.3. So 5.2, there's 5.4, so it's in between. And where I just draw my line there, my cross there. The same with 9, go up, and then 9.246, a little bit more, and I just draw my cross. And then take a ruler and just connect that lines. Okay, now we can make it smaller again. Now I will say to you, how many euros were equivalent to $8? So I just go to 8. Let me just draw that line for you in. So at $8, and where it cross, I just go straight down. And now I'm going to make it bigger again. So it's 7. The scale is exactly the same as the previous one. So 7.2, 7.4. It's just an approximation. It's not accurate. Okay. And then the last one. Now, what is the problem with the last one? The problem with the last one is, let's just make it smaller, that they say $400. Now, this dollars is just going up to 10. 400 is going to be very high. I cannot do it on the graph, but I can use my statement and I can use direct proportion. So basically, I'm just going to say, start with your statement. 1 euro equals 1.07, or I can use one of the statements. And now I'm just going to say it's $400. That's dollar, and I want to look at my euros. Okay, there's your fraction. Remember, direct proportion, I cross multiply. So my answer will be 1.07 times x, and that's 400 times 1. So I divide by 1.07, I divide by 1.07, and the value of x, I press it on my calculator, and there I showed you, and that will be 3.0. Let's just correct that. 373.83, and that's underneath my euros. So therefore, it's 373.83, and always money approximated to 2 decimal places. Okay, I would just want to give you an example to do. Let's just go to the next page. It's just taking a little bit of time. We will just go to the next page. Okay, I want you to do for me, try now 15, do number 2 as well as number 3. Let's just move this to this side, and let's just move it a little bit up. Okay, you can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. Okay, let's start. I just want to see, it's try now 15. Try now 15, and I'm going to look at number 2. This graph can be used to convert capacity from liters to pins and conversely. Use the graph to find a capacity of 50 liters. Okay, I must make it a little bit bigger because it's a bit small. So let's just, okay. So if I'm just going to do that, let's just do that and that. So 50 liters. Okay, where is 50 liters? Can you see? Straight up, where it touch, straight to this side. Now let's just get our scale. Can you still remember? It's going to be 20. Let's just get our pen correct. So it's going to be 20. The first unit, divide 5 blocks. So every block, 4 units per block. Remember, every block counts 4. So if I look at this one, it's going to be, okay, it's going to be 80, 84, 88. So the first one is going to be 88, and that's going to be pins. And then 60 pins. Okay, now it's the reverse. So 60 pins. Oh, let's just see my ruler. And then go straight down. And then now, look at the scale again. We always have to first calculate the scale. So if it's, the first unit is 20. And how many units will be? 5, 5. So it's 10. So it's 2 units. That's on the x-axis per block. So if I'm there, there will be 30, 32, 34. So number B will be 34 liters. And then if I look at number C, okay, 32 liters. Now I have to go to liters. Okay, there's 30, 32. It's just a little bit. It's almost there. Okay, so 30, 32. Can you see where it cuts? And then goes straight there. So that's 40, and remember I'm counting in 4. So 44, 48, 48, 52, 50, 56. So that's going to be, oh, let's just get that pen. 56, and that's going to be pins. And then number D, 84 pins. Now, if I look at this one, 84 pins. So this is 84, it's also just one down. It's just one down. Let's just take the blue. So 84, there. Okay, my ruler. It's actually quite, and it's going up to there. Now remember, this one is counting 2 units. So 42, 46, 48, okay, 42, 44, 46, 48. So this is going to be, let's just get our pen agree. It's going to be 48 liters. And it's just reading down. Okay. If I look at the next one, okay, I'm just going to make nice space and that you can see this graph. Okay, so on a certain day, the conversion rate between dollars and Indian rupees was $1 is equal to 66 rupees. Okay, How many rupees? Now again, I can use my direct proportion. So let's do that. That's number 3. So this is, remember, $1 equals 66 rupees. How many were equivalent to $7? So $7.50 there, and that's X. So multiply over cross, so X equals 7.50 times that 66, and that will give me 495 rupees. Okay, so basically, then use the information to draw a conversion graph. Okay, so we can plot that points. We can say 1 was 66. Okay, let's just get to our scales again. So in my scale, let's look on the y-axis, or the rupees, or the y-axis. Okay, remember the first unit is 100. And then how many blocks? It will be 510. So 10 units per block. Let's look at the other scale. This is the x-axis. Now the first unit is 1. How many blocks? Just 5. So it's 0.2 unit per block. Okay. So if I want to plot that one, if I really want to plot that one, so I said this one is 10, so this one will be a bit more difficult. Let's rather try to plot this one. So I said $7.5, okay? So 7.1234. Okay, let's just see. Remember, it's 0.2. So there is 7, okay? Okay, 5. Then it's and there is 8. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7.5 will be exactly here in the middle. Okay, I have to draw that line just to, oh, that line. Okay, let's just get in the ruler. So 7.5 will be here in the middle. I'm just getting that point. I will now delete the line. And then it's 495 rupees. Okay, so let's see, 300, 400. Okay, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and it's 95, so it's exactly there. Okay, it's a bit too, so it's exactly there. Oh, it's still too low. It's in the middle there. Oh, there. And where this one comes up. So if I really must make that, okay, and I'm just going to use another color. I'm just going to, if that two lines connect, it will connect there. Can you see? And then I just draw my line. Okay, you can use pencil to help you and draw the line in pen. Okay, use your graph to find how many rupees were equivalent to 6.8. Now remember, that is 6. So if it's 6.8, so if that is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 point. But remember, it's counting comma 2. So comma 2, comma 4, comma 6, comma 8. There is 6.8. Do you see? If I draw it up, and then I draw it to this axis, and then if I read it down, I will say exactly, so remember there's 410, 20, 30, it's going to be 450. Let's just see if it's 50. Okay, then this is going to be, oh, this line is not very good. So let's just see, is that, no, let's just redo. That is going to be 10. Okay, let's just count from there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I look on mine, it's looking like 440. But I think if you do it on better graph paper, because it was, let's just see again, 6.80. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It was definitely there. It could have been, and there. So mine is giving me, and they will look at your graph. So let's say if we take an answer, let's call it C. Let's just get our pen correct. So if you take an answer of 440 to 450 rupees. So anything in between that will be correct. I think if you do it accurately on graph paper, you will get closer to 450. Now, how many dollars were equivalent to 380 rupees? So so it's 10, 20. Okay, now let's again, that scales. That's a bit more unclear on this PDF. So there's 300, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, and then again, just take your scale and draw it, okay? I didn't take a ruler, but I think it's on that line. And then take a ruler and on this line. And again, remember this is comma 2, so it's 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. So this one is going to be, okay, I just done ruler again. And this is going to be 5, 8. And this is going to be in dollars. Okay, and this is how I can draw a graph, use the graph to do the conversions.